A seemingly serene photo captured moments before the 2004 tsunami struck portrays unsuspecting beachgoers unaware of the impending disaster. It's a haunting reminder of the sudden, overwhelming force of nature and the fragility of life in the face of such terrifying events. Albert Fish, a notorious serial killer, inserted needles into his pelvic area for sadistic pleasure. This horrifying revelation, seen in his X-ray, highlights the extreme depths of his depravity and the disturbing nature of his fetishes, sending shivers down the spine of anyone who learns of his monstrous acts. This photo captures 28-year-old Marcy Borders, a Bank of America employee at the World Trade Center, as she takes shelter in an adjacent office building following the collapse of the South Tower. In 1910, a chilling arrangement allowed a baseball team of prisoners to delay their executions by winning games. Dubbed Wyoming State Penitentiary All-Stars, these men faced a sinister ultimatum: keep winning or face death row. This twisted form of entertainment added a horrifying dimension to America's pastime, blurring the lines between sport and survival. This picture shows a Japanese soldier wading into the sea off Cape Ndayadere, New Guinea, with a grenade against his head moments before it goes off, defying an Australian soldier calling on him to surrender on December 18, 1942. This is a snapshot from the last security footage of 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson walking inside the gym of his high school on January 10, 2013. The following day, his body was found rolled up in a gym mat. Grace McDaniels, known as the Mule-Faced Woman, was born with a condition called Sturge-Weber syndrome, which caused her facial disfigurement. Exploited by circus sideshows, she endured a life of ridicule and exploitation. Despite her hardships, Grace found solace in her faith. Her story serves as a chilling reminder of society's fascination with spectacle and the dehumanization of individuals deemed different, leaving a haunting legacy of exploitation and cruelty. These are some of the dumbest ways people have died. A man died after falling into a vat of chocolate and suffocating. Another person perished while attempting to take a selfie with a live grenade. One unfortunate soul was crushed by a vending machine while attempting to shake loose a stuck snack. Another individual died after being struck by a falling cow that had been pushed off a cliff by another cow. Unbelievable animal facts that will blow your mind. The Brazilian wandering spider's venom can cause paralysis and even death within hours. The honey badger is known for its fearlessness, taking on predators like lions and venomous snakes. The assassin bug injects its prey with enzymes that turn their insides into a slurry, which it then sucks out. The electric eel can produce shocks of up to 600 volts, enough to incapacitate a human. The cone snail's venom contains compounds that can paralyze fish, and in some cases, humans. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, infamous outlaws during the Great Depression, led a reign of terror across America. Responsible for numerous robberies, kidnappings, and murders, they became symbols of lawlessness. Their violent demise in a police ambush immortalized them in American folklore, but their trail of bloodshed left a chilling legacy of crime and desperation. Let's explore some of the UK's most infamous killers. Some of the UK's most notorious killers include Jack the Ripper, the unidentified serial killer who terrorized London in the late 19th century, gruesomely murdering at least 5 women. Harold Shipman, a doctor who became one of the world's most prolific serial killers, with over 200 victims. Fred and Rose West, a married couple who committed numerous murders, including their own children, in their House of Horrors in Gloucester. Dennis Nilsen, known as the Muswell Hill Murderer, he killed at least 12 young men in London during the late 1970s and early 1980s. Peter Sutcliffe, Dubbed the Yorkshire Ripper, he murdered 13 women and attempted to kill several others in northern England during the 1970s. Ted Bundy, one of America's most notorious serial killers, confessed to the brutal murders of at least 30 young women in the 1970s. His charming facade masked a sadistic predator who lured victims with his charisma before brutally assaulting and murdering them. Bundy's ability to blend into society and manipulate his victims is a terrifying reminder of the evil that can lurk beneath a seemingly ordinary exterior, leaving a legacy of fear and trauma that still haunts many to this day. Terrifying facts about Komodo dragons. Komodo dragons, the world's largest lizards, possess deadly saliva teeming with bacteria that can cause septicemia in their prey, leading to a slow, agonizing death. These apex predators have been known to attack humans, with documented cases of fatal encounters. Their acute sense of smell can detect carrion from up to 6 miles away, making them formidable scavengers. Additionally, female Komodo dragons are capable of reproducing asexually, a rare phenomenon known as parthenogenesis, further fueling their mysterious and terrifying aura in the wild. Elizabeth Bathory, a Hungarian noblewoman, is one of history's most notorious serial killers. Dubbed the Blood Countess, she allegedly tortured and offed hundreds of young girls in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Bathory's heinous crimes included acts of extreme brutality, such as mutilation and bloodletting, purportedly in pursuit of eternal youth. While the exact number of her victims remains uncertain, her reign of terror and the gruesome details of her crimes have cemented her as a chilling figure in criminal history. Tamara Samsonova, dubbed the Granny Ripper, terrorized Russia with her macabre crimes. She confessed to murdering and dismembering at least 11 people, including her own tenants. Samsonova's chilling habit of writing detailed accounts of her killings, coupled with her calm demeanor, earned her infamy. She reportedly derived pleasure from her atrocities and even cannibalized her victims. Her case shocked the nation, revealing the darkness that lurks behind seemingly ordinary facades. In August 2015, 18-year-old Jolie Callan was shot twice in the head by her former partner Lauren Bunner after he convinced her to go hiking in East Alabama. The pair had reportedly split up months earlier, but had agreed to go on the hike together as friends. Jolie reportedly sent a message to a friend the night before, joking, "If something happens to me, you'll know who I was with." Lauren shot Jolie on the trail before pushing her off the cliff and leaving her body. He then called 911 to tell them he had murdered his ex-girlfriend while he was driving home from the crime scene. He then pulled over to wait for the authorities. This image shows survivors from the 87th floor of the World Trade Center in the North Tower wandering in the dust after the collapse of the South Tower in New York City on September 11, 2001. A tunnel rat explores a hole between floors of a Viet Cong tunnel system. These changes in elevation were among the most dangerous situations for tunnel rats because they could not ensure no traps or enemies were present before going through. Unidentified, this picture is believed to have been taken by Rodney Alcala, serial killer and sex offender. He had a collection of pictures of many anonymous people, some of whom were his victims. It is not known who this woman is or if she is alive. Princess Diana's fatal car crash in 1997 not only claimed her life, but also that of her bodyguard, Trevor Rees-Jones, and driver Henry Paul. Despite being one of the most closely guarded figures, the tragedy exposed vulnerabilities, even in the highest echelons of security, sparking widespread conspiracy theories and scrutiny of the events leading up to the accident. In 1954, De Beers diamond mines in South Africa subjected workers to mandatory X-rays after shifts to prevent theft of diamonds. This practice, aimed at detecting swallowed diamonds, exposed workers to dangerous levels of radiation, leading to serious health risks and a haunting reminder of exploitation in the pursuit of wealth.